Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
You know, Drew Gaffney is a straight shooter. He kind of speaks his mind when you ask him a question.
He has been known to do that, yes.
So I'm going to ask him a question. He's on the line. Let's talk about Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock Barns. And I don't know whether Drew realizes this or not, but this is National Cat Day. And I'm just curious how Drew feels about cats. So let's ask that question and see whether Drew's a cat guy or not. Drew, how do you feel about cats?
I like cats, especially if they're put over rice with some teriyaki sauce.
Oh, my.
Oh, Drew.
Well, you're right about the straight shooter part. Wow.
I'd expected kind of a response, a very frank response. I did not expect that, Drew. So, how you been?
Good, you?
Good. We're good. The cattle business rolling along pretty well?
Yeah, it's been extremely busy in both barns, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little recap of what we got done last week. In the weigh-up division, high-yielding cows was $1.34 to $1.39. Medium frame feeding type cows was $1.04 to $1.33.75. Those poorer, thinner cows was $1 to $1.03. Heiferettes was $1.35 to $202.50, and bulls was $1.29 to $2.01. Called that weigh-up market, 6 to 7 higher there for last week. In the steer and heifer division, we had two big days, like I said, back there in Broken Bow and Burwell. Had feeder calf sales in both places. Kind of give you some highlights of those sales. In the steer division, we had some Shark Cross steers that weighed 509, bring 310. Had some black steers that weighed 511, bring 310 and a quarter. Had some black steers that weighed 600 at 295. Had some black steers that weighed 637 at 298. Had some black steers weighed 681 at 285 and a half. Had some black steers weighed 718 at 281. Had some Shark Cross steers at 710, bring 227 and a half. And had some black steers that weighed 648 at 298. In the heifer division, had some black, white face heifers 390 at 287. And had some black heifers weighed 480 at 292 and a half. Had some black heifers weighed 548 at 267 and a half. Had some black heifers that weighed 635 at 270, and had some Shark Cross heifers that weighed 535 at 270.25. All those calves were, of course, fresh off the cow there coming into both barns last week for the bull. This week, two big days again. Got a special weigh-up sale in Broken Bow on Thursday, and then back on Friday, we're looking right at 3,000 head of those feeder calves coming through the ring. And then next week, back in Broken Bow again, big special calf sale. Looking at right at 2,500 head of those with the Red Angus influence special there. One thing I would like to say, announce too, on Thursdays, Mrs. Robinson's Cafe out of Callaway is going to start serving lunch there at Broken Bow at the sale barn. Going to have breakfast and lunch. Tell you what, I had a piece of pie there last week. So good had me looking around for my grandmother. So encourage you to come over and have some lunch with us there at Broken Bow Livestock. Got any questions, give me a call, 308-872-1105.
All right, Drew. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work and have a good rest of your week.
All right, and I'll bring in a cat recipe for you sometime.
Oh, wow. Yummy.
Thanks, Drew.
You bet.
Bye. Oh, gosh. Well, I just won't go home for a couple of days, Drew. Thanks a lot for that one. All right. It is 7:35. We got a lot of things coming up today on The Breakfast Show. Good guests coming in. Arrow Seed. We'll be talking with Mark Stock with Big Iron Auction Company. Also on our schedule is Jenny M. Memorial Hospital and Clinic. We'll KBBN to talk about some of the services and so forth at the hospital. And we'll see who else pops in the door. You never know. Plus, we have some things we want to highlight that are coming up. And there are a lot of Halloween activities taking place on Halloween afternoon and evening in our area. We'll be telling you about that as well. So we got a good show lined up. Let's take a look at what happened yesterday evening. We had lots of volleyball for our folks to listen to and or watch, and some exciting games.
You'll find the recap of what happened area-wise on sandhillsexpress.com. So we move into the sub-district finals tonight, and we're going to go back to Greeley for you tonight, where SEM will take on Central Valley in the D27 sub-district championship. I believe that is set for 6 o'clock tonight in Greeley, so we will be there live. We'll have it for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com, and we'll also do the live video stream as well again, so you can watch it accompanied by the radio call, and we'll have it for you tonight around 6 o'clock on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Should be a great match coming up tonight. We look forward to bringing it to you, and best of luck to all of our area volleyball teams who are still in action and will play in their sub-district finals tonight.
All right, and I know it's tough for you, even you, when you go to Greeley, not to have a green beer while you're there. So kind of
okay.
Don't drink and drive.
All right. Thank you.
If you drive and Larry doesn't, he can have a green beer.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me. Birthdays. Winona Ryder is 53 today. Been in Little Woman, Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and movies such as that. And also Richard Dreyfuss is celebrating his 77th birthday today. Lots and lots of movies. One of the favorites, I think, would be American Graffiti. That was very early in his career, but Close Encounters of the Third Kind, won an Oscar for The Goodbye Girl, and has had many, many parts. Of course, Jaws was huge. So a couple birthdays there for you, and one locally that happened yesterday was Barbara Staub celebrated a birthday yesterday, so happy belated birthday to Barbara Staub. All right, let's take a look at the school lunch menus and see what's for lunch at the schools today. Drew kind of made us hungry with that homemade pie description, but let's just start with the Prairie Pioneer Center then. They'll probably have some dessert today. They're having potato and ground beef, corn, and fruit. And the number to call, if you're not a regular customer, let them know you're coming, and they'll have a meal cooked up for you. 872-6121. Call that same number to set up home delivery.
Kozan today, some of their choices today show Frito pie, cheeseburger, or a pizza bar at Kozan today.
At Arcadia, they're featuring chili, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
All right, Sandhill School in Dunning, burritos with cheese sauce, black beans, corn, and tomato fiesta salad on the menu today at Sandhills.
At Callaway today, pizza burgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
SEM today, tacos at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Loop City Schools, spaghetti or chicken Alfredo.
Thetford today, beef and noodles over mashed potatoes at Thetford.
And Selma Myrna Public Schools, made fresh chicken and noodles with dinner roll, baked pork fritter with dinner roll, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
And at Ansley today, shows spaghetti on the lunch menu at Ansley.
Litchfield, good morning, Cadence. Today it's pulled pork, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Gothenburg today, soft-shell beef tacos, chicken parmesan sandwich, made fresh Hawaiian pizza, fresh baked ham and cheese sub. Some of your choices at Gothenburg today.
At Sargent, chili cheese fries or stuffed potatoes, fruit, cake, and milk.
Broken Bow today, made fresh chicken and noodles with dinner roll, baked pork fritter with dinner roll, fresh baked Italian turkey sub, and the grill station combo at Broken Bow today is a hot dog basket.
Arnold Public Schools, spaghetti and garlic toast. That's our menus for today at our area schools that we have available to read to you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We're going to play the game, and we're going to have a food prize, and we're going to also offer up 2 Missoula Children's Theater tickets.
Oh, great. All right.
So this will get you into the performances that are coming up on Saturday at 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m., being held up at the Old Berean Church at 624 South H Street here in Broken Bow. General seating, the doors open at about 30 minutes before start time, which is, again, at 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. 2 performances of the Custer County Children's Theater, and they auditioned yesterday. They'll start practicing, and they'll put together Hercules play for you by Saturday afternoon. So we have these 2 tickets to go along with Brent's food prize.
Yeah, and it's Tuesday, so Tumbleweed Day today. Which American figure is credited with popularizing apples in America through folklore?
Oh, boy.
Your choices are Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Amelia Simmons, or John Chapman. You want a real big clue?
Yeah.
John Chapman is also known as Johnny Appleseed. That should be a clue. So if you know the answer, call us at 872-2801. Call us now.
The phone is ringing.
Okay.
We'll have a caller.
Wake up to the best.
I never miss a morning.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
It's time to celebrate the opening of a new business in Broken Bow. Cracker Jack's Sports Bar and Grill invites you to their grand opening Halloween night starting at 5. Join them for door prizes every half hour with a big prize given away at 9. You must be present to win, so why not go out and see what Cracker Jack's is all about and have some fun. Thursday night starting at 5 inside the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. The Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill grand opening.
7:42, we have Faye on the line. Good morning, Faye.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right. Now, Brent gave a pretty good clue on the answer to our question. You may have started ringing before he gave the clue, but here's Brent, and hopefully you're going to win a food prize from the Tumbleweed and 2 tickets to the Children's Theater.
Okay, Faye, which American figure is credited with popularizing apples in America through folklore? Was it Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Amelia Simmons, or Johnny Appleseed?
Johnny Appleseed.
Hey, that would be it. Way to go. All right, because you've answered correctly, Faye, we've got a certificate that's going to get you a delicious free breakfast item at Tumbleweed Cafe. And we also have those tickets to the Children's Theater performance on Saturday as well. So just come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Faye.
Faye.
Have a good one.
Okay, bye.
7:44. We'll be right back.
Dave and Brent
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
on KCNI KBBN Radio.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women, but with early detection, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. Early detection is key here at Melham Medical Center. We have 3D mammography that helps find up to 60% of breast cancer sooner than 2D. In 2024, an estimated 310,720 women and 2,800 men will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. Chances are you know at least one person who has been personally affected by breast cancer. Melham Medical Center is proud to continue to partner with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
Thanks very much. Arrow Seed should be in a bit. Meantime, here's Charlie Crockett, $10 Cowboy on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Ah, yes. Charlie Crockett on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I just glanced across the room here into the front lobby, and there was Rod Jenkins. And I don't know for how many years that Rod has been slipping in the mornings about this time, sometimes a little earlier, and drops off his check, payment for his advertising, and slips back out the door. But he's been doing it a long time. He's been one of our longtime customers, and Rod started in a shop out on the farm and grew to the business that he has now. And I just don't know what we do without the body shops we have here, including Rod, and right next to him is Anderson Auto, and they're very, very good. And we have the guys downtown, and but Rod's been advertising with us for as long as I can remember. And I've been here since 1979, and he started right about then, maybe shortly after. So thank you, Rod, for dropping by and leaving us a check. A lot of the guys do that. You know, they'd rather just, before they go to work, drop a check off than spend the 65 cents it takes to get it to you nowadays.
Yes, nowadays.
So
right.
It actually works out pretty good. Coming up, the Crafty Christmas Fair, second annual, is coming up Saturday, November 2nd. So that's this Saturday, out on Myers Road at 701 Myers Road here in Broken Bow. And it runs from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. And they're going to have several vendors there. Annie M's Crafts, that's Annie Ritter. Pampered Chef, Holly Bumgarner. Sensei is Alice Conley. TJ Farm, Tammy Campbell. Triple B Bakery, Michaela Schweitzer. That sounds delicious. Gigi's Goodies, Ginger Sponel. And Permanent Jewelry, Katie Bradley, will all be there. What nice people, what nice products they'll have there for you. And they'll have door prizes that will be drawn throughout the day today. That day, I should say, throughout the day. And it's all about the Crafty Christmas Fair, second annual event, Saturday, November 2nd. Starts at 9 a.m., runs till 6 p.m. at 1701 Myers Road here in Broken Bow. And all those wonderful people would love to have you stop by and take a look at what they have, getting ready for Christmas, and take a chance at winning a door prize while you're there.
Here's a job opportunity to remind you of. Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Ansley. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. You can apply online at statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed, so go to that website. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity, veterans preference employer.
Boy, oh boy, nothing like a good cup of coffee in the morning. And you can make coffee in your own kitchen and have it bubbling, you know, when you're kind of getting your socks pulled on. And that's really nice. But it does not compare. It will not compare. It cannot compare to Brewbaker's coffee.
No.
In Arnold, Nebraska. Plus, you might just get lucky and get a Brad Atkins sighting.
Oh.
Which, by the way, let me read this. It goes right along with what Brad's all about, since he's kind of become less in the activity business world. This is National Hermit Day.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, the question is, who needs people? National Hermit Day celebrates the loner in all of us. A party in seclusion with cake for one. Now, Brad, he still gets out, but you just don't see him quite as often, and he's not a coffee drinker.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll show up, he'll visit, but you just don't see him as often as you used to. So while you're at Brewbaker's, see if you can have a Brad Atkins sighting. Check out his boots. 'Tis a season to be grateful and gather. mark your calendar for an upcoming event. You'll probably see Brad at this one because this is a big event for Brewbakers. Friday, November 15th from 8 until 5, and Saturday the 16th from 9 until 3, Brewbakers Coffee House and Gifts annual tasting and holiday open house will be held. And they'll have door prize drawings, 25% off merchandise, and a free gift with every purchase. My goodness. They'll also have a Black Friday sale you won't want to miss with savings that you cannot believe at Brewbakers in Arnold. Again, that's coming up on November 15th and the 16th. And it takes place during business hours, and all those nice discounts, door prizes, 25% off merchandise. So mark that down on your shopping calendar.
All right. I want to remind you about Nebraska Land Hearing Center. That's our good friend Roxanne, board-certified hearing instrument specialist, over 35 years of experience. Do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings? If so, make sure you stop in to see Roxanne. She can help, offering free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and extended discounts for new and returning patients just for staying local. Pricing available in all budgets and technologies. So make your appointment today by calling 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. The Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find them in downtown Broken Bow. Their office is located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building.
Thanks, Brent.
You're welcome, Dave.
You know,
boy, I have seen this look for about 30 years, and I always get nervous for what is about to be said.
Oh, here's those tickets for Faye.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm just trying to decide whether I want to bring this up or not, because I know you're a little tired from covering sports, and you gave me the look yesterday. It kind of scared me. So I don't know whether I want to push my envelope any further concerning the small animal petting show / zoo. But, here's what I'm asking. Let's just put that aside. Let's say we have the small...
Let's put that aside. That'd be a great idea. Yes.
Let me start again.
Oh.
Let me say we have the animal petting show, zoo / gathering, with all the little animals, the bunnies and rabbits and, chickens, ducks, goats. Maybe even get that donkey in here. Anyway, we have that. Let's say it happens. Then afterwards, don't you think you and Shelley need some cats?
No. No.
I mean, just to cuddle up.
We have a neighbor that has several cats over across the way. So, and once in a while they come over to our place, I believe, which I want to say right now I do not have a problem with, because I do believe that they control whatever mouse population or whatever may be around the neighborhood.
Shrews.
And I appreciate that.
They're shrew killers.
Yep. It's kind of documented that they are. Yeah.
So anyway, think about it, because you're going to get used to having animals for a short period of time. Then you're going to have withdrawal. And I know dogs are tough because you're gone a lot, and it's hard to have a dog if you have to ask somebody to come over and check on your dog all the time. But with cats, they'll kind of take care of themselves, Brent. You won't have to do too much. Of course, you have to feed them and water them, but I know if you needed help there that my wife would be over there in a snap. She loves feeding animals. So just think about it. I'm not trying to push you as a neighbor. You know better than that. I would not do that.
As my dad would say, what does he do? Stay up all night thinking about this stuff? Coming up with something?
I don't know, Jim. No, things just pop up, Jim. It's just things that are reality I cannot ignore. All right, we may be not getting Arrow Seed in before the top of the hour here, so we got a little Cody Jinks lined up for you.
CBS News Brief. Donald Trump campaigns in Allentown today, Pennsylvania's Latino belt, as fallout continues over a comedian's remarks equating Puerto Rico with an island of trash. Republican strategist Leslie Sanchez.
It's really important that the president continue to distance himself and really condemn those comments, because that's what people are waiting to hear.
Trump ally Steve Bannon's been released from prison after serving 4 months for refusing to comply with a subpoena to testify in Congress' January 6th investigation. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
When he began serving his sentence in July, Bannon called himself a political prisoner and called the Justice Department corrupt.
A consumer advocacy group finds fewer than half of phone companies are complying with laws requiring them to protect people from annoying robocalls. CBS's Nancy Chen.
Many are asking for extensions, and some say they're unable to apply the blocking technology in rural areas with older infrastructure.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by KNOP, cars were lined up for blocks with eager trick-or-treaters on Saturday for the Golden Spikes Trunk-or-Treat event. The North Platte Volunteer Fire Department and local businesses, including Popcorner, participated in the fun. Popcorner even handed out samples of their very special trunk-or-treat-only popcorn. With so many trunk-or-treat events happening in North Platte this weekend, a drive-through style trunk-or-treat makes sense for families. This allows them to stop before heading off to the next event. Local popcorn business owner was also at the event, and owner Janie Carberra said she loved being there. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by KNOP, authorities confirmed a plane crash over the weekend at the Keith County Airport in Ogallala. According to the city of Ogallala, the small aircraft was piloted by a Colorado resident who reportedly experienced a malfunction with the plane's elevators during takeoff, leading to an abrupt landing and fire. The pilot was able to walk away from the crash and declined medical treatment. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 3 of the World Series, the Dodgers defeat the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. LA's Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. He's homered in each game of the World Series so far. Mookie Betts and Kike Hernandez also had RBI. LA starter Walker Buehler went 5 shutout innings, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts in the win. New York starter Clark Schmidt, 2 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 3 runs, 4 walks in the loss. LA star Shohei Ohtani did play despite the shoulder injury. He was 0 for 3 with a walk hit by a pitch. He did have a run scored. LA leads the series 3-0. No team in the history of the World Series has ever come back down 3-0 to win the World Series. Week 8 of the NFL came to a close with Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers beat the Giants 26-18. Pittsburgh wide receiver Calvin Austin III hit a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown and a 29-yard touchdown catch. Pittsburgh's 5-2 on the season. They've won 22 straight Monday Night Football home games. The Giants fall to 2-6.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 71. Northeast winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies. Tonight, lows dip down to about 38. Overcast skies. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. High temperatures reach up to 49. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thanks for starting your day with us.
It's gonna be a good day.
Every morning. KCNI, KBBN Radio.
It's fall now, but we know that seasons move fast in Nebraska. Prepare for the winter sports season at Geared for Sports. Whether you're a fan or an athlete, Scott is excited to announce they now carry apparel from Free Fly for both men and women. And if you're needing a new pair of running shoes, it's worth your time to check out the Mount to Coast brand. Of course, Husker gear is all over inside as well. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property and check us out at lashleyland.com.
8:07 and Arrow Seed is here. Jason Eberly, good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
We're doing well. Going down memory lane during the newscast here, talking about when you could kick up a pheasant just about anywhere. And pheasant season is underway. I understand the population is up a little bit. I kind of like what they do nowadays for the kids. They have a early season the weekend before, a couple weekends maybe for the kids. That's pretty cool because I think they like Pressey Park and those places where they might find some birds.
Oh, so, yeah. That's a good program.
Yeah, it's a very good program. Well, it started because we talked about the things that you have at Arrow Seed for the hunters, but let's not eliminate anybody who wants to process their own protein, right?
Right, yeah. We've got a good selection of our LEM, just the food processing, the cures, the jerky seasonings, the salami seasonings, sticks, dehydrators, baggers, you kind of name it, and hope we got everything that you need.
Yeah, and the vacuum wrap,
yep.
Do you have that?
Yep, we got all sorts of different sizes of this vacuum seal bags, and I just finally got my vacuum sealers in the other day. So.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Good. Do people maybe think about using those? We all know that groceries cost more than they used to. Leftovers used to get left in the fridge, but I think maybe people are eating more leftovers now.
Yeah.
And maybe putting them in the vacuum wrap might not be a bad idea for a meatloaf or a ham or whatever, right?
Yeah, it keeps a lot longer, a lot better. And yep, I actually bought a dehydrator, and my wife and I put the first batch in this morning.
Oh, you did?
So, yeah, it was some jerky.
Okay, all right. And is this wild game or beef jerky?
This was just some beef that we had, so.
Yeah.
Yep, hoping to get a deer here this year and get to do some more.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the deer numbers for Nebraska have. They've kind of slumped, and are they on their way back, or do we know?
I see a lot of them on the road driving up here every morning.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, I know. Yeah, some of them have met with a car. But
yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were on the way home here a while back and had a couple come across, and that always makes you nervous.
Yep.
They really can do some damage. We were just talking about Rod's body, and probably a body man's best friend is the deer out there.
Oh, yeah. We got one with our car last year.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah. It's never fun.
Nope. Yeah. On a road that never seen a deer on ever in my life.
Actually, Jason, I got one a few years ago out on the corner here, coming around where the bridge is out there, cruising out here at like 5 o'clock in the morning, like I had for so. All of a sudden, I think the deer actually ran into me.
Yeah.
They do that occasionally as well, running across the road.
Yeah.
So are you going for a buck?
I'm just going for meat.
Okay, you don't care. You want to do some more processing.
Yep. I've shot some nice deer through my life, and yep, I'm just kind of more for food now.
Just put it in the freezer, right?
You betcha.
Well, you've got all the things that people can do that with, whether it be poultry, pork, beef, or wild game, right?
And we got some really good marinades. We can marinate, chicken, pork, beef, anything, deer. They're a liquid marinade, and yeah, they look really good. I'm kind of anxious to try one myself.
Yeah. Well, you can test it.
Yeah.
Logan's a good tester. Between the two of you, you should be able to cover most of it. Do you still have the what do they call them? The kettle cookers that you...
The kettles? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we still got a good selection of the kettle cookers, the big ones, the small ones, the kind of got one that's in between, and the little burners, even if you for prepare for next spring for camping and to take them along camping. You bet.
And again, you don't need to be out in the field if you want to just have that taste on the patio,
you
right?
Betcha. Yep.
Because you can really cook up some goodies in those.
Oh, yeah.
Can't you?
Yep.
Yeah. All sounds delicious. So far, we've been talking about pie and beef jerky and all this good food, Brent. We might have to have a snack here during the show along the way.
That would be okay.
All right, that's all available at Arrow Seed. We also know that if we drive anywhere, 90% of the harvest is done. I seen a few combines out yesterday. We traveled a little ways, and I saw some finishing up going on, but there was just a few rows left. So that means cattle are going to be moved very soon, if not already, into some of the stocks out there. That takes fencing, right?
You bet. And we've got a really good selection and supply of Gallagher fencing products. I'm still running a sale kind of at the end of the month. We've got some really good sales on some solar fencers. The S20, S30, which is a lithium, the S30 is, and then the S100. It's kind of the three most popular ones. I'm running a pretty good sale on those too.
Okay.
And wire, electric fence wire, if you run short, need some more, got a good supply of that too.
And we talked about this maybe with Logan last time. We're all kind of this way, but it's about time to start putting up the fence, get those cattle moved, and you pull that fencer off the shelf and you remember that there was a problem with it last year when you put it away, right?
Yep.
So I know you're ready to help as best you can.
Yeah, yep. We've got a lot of the replacement parts for them if there are issues. Sometimes, not going to lie, it's about as cheap to buy a new one.
Right.
If you got to replace everything inside, and then you get a little better warranty with a new one than just replacement parts. But yeah, we can fix you up on most of Gallagher fencers.
All right. Jason, we're just on the brink of saying goodbye to fall, but it's been other than the dryness, we've had such good weather for the most part, maybe a little windy along the way, but the last few days have been gorgeous. We still have some leaves on the trees, but we know that it's going to change. And what's the situation right now? Are there any cover crops or anything that can be put in right now, or are we past that point?
Oh, we're getting pretty far along, but we still have a few guys putting a little rye in.
Mm-hmm.
Might not get a lot of it to come up this fall, but it should be there for in the spring.
Right.
To get a good quick jump start and maybe a little bit of wheat, but that's kind of what we got right now going on.
Okay. And it's a little more difficult if you don't have a pivot over the top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
To plant it right now as dry as it is, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And we got some people that are, wanting to do some fall grass seeding, overseeding, to be ready for next spring. And yeah, so we got all your grass needs too.
Yeah. It sounds crazy, but we could actually maybe do some overseeding, and I hate to say this, but you could end up having a nice layer of snow over the top of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that far off, so
yeah,
if you can get it in and either get a rain or a snow to wet it down.
Yeah, and kind of gets it worked down into the soil through the winter and gets good seed to soil contact, and that's the name of the game with that grass seed.
Yeah. Well, it's all percolating along, fall to winter.
Yep, and sounds like tomorrow is going to be a pretty good change.
Yeah, it's going to change. We'll be maybe 49 at tops tomorrow, I think they said, which really isn't too bad.
It's pretty normal.
When it was 77 yesterday, that makes a little difference, doesn't it? Anything else that we didn't ask you about, Jason?
We've had a lot of people coming in with mouse issues. It seems like they've been bad everywhere. So we still got the smart traps and a lot of the baits too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
And it's pretty bad already.
Yep.
So we need to get those varmints taken care of, and you can help.
You betcha.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Any questions, Brent? I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I was going to ask about the mouse traps, but you mentioned that. So, yeah. But gloves, flashlights, good selection of those.
You bet. Good supply of the gloves. I got a bunch in. I know all the farmers, ranchers around here, use the roping gloves, the cotton gloves. Got a bunch of those in. Even with the Gallaghers, I got some Hot Shots, some sorting paddles, sorting sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're set.
You betcha.
All right. Thanks a lot. Arrow Seed in Broken Bow, Nebraska, open 5.5 days a week and located right downtown Broken Bow. Thanks. Thank you very much. We'll take a time out with these words on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Attention Medicare recipients. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here from October 15th to December 7th. Plus Healthcare Open enrollment starts November 1st. If you're turning 65 and need to prepare for Medicare or are over 65 and are curious about changes that might impact your coverage, now is the time to review your options. For expert advice and personalized help, contact Carrie Hurlbert. She'll help you navigate the changes and find the right plan for you. Call today to schedule your appointment at 308-202-0076. Don't wait. Reach out to Carrie Hurlbert at 202-0076 to get scheduled.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason with Pearson Physical Therapy, where we believe you should always receive the personalized attention you deserve. We use a collaborative approach to work together so we can help you achieve your goals. From post-surgical rehab and sprains and strains to back pain, arthritis, sports injuries, and everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
Gear up now for the Agland ATV Surplus Auction closing November 1st by Adam Marshall Land and Auction. Bid now on 62 Polaris Rangers and ATVs. We have a great variety of units ranging from 2023 to 2016. There's North Star editions, crew cabs, trail bosses, snowplow units, and more. Find the right unit for you on this November 1st no reserve auction for Agland ATV. Come check them out in person at our auction yard near Kearney. There's no reserves and no buyer fees. Bid now at marshallbid.com.
John Hyatt Buffalo River Home. On the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, John's out on tour again, doing acoustic shows all over the country. We'll take a time out. When we come back, it's Mark Stock.
Are you ready to score big with your finances? Well, at Bruning Bank, we have the perfect opportunity for you. With our Premier Checking account, you get paid interest for doing things you do monthly anyway. Even if you don't check all of the boxes for that month, interest is still earned. Earn better interest than a traditional savings account and still be able to use your money. Are you interested in making the switch? Visit or call us at our Broken Bow location or visit bruningbank.com to learn more. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Need fence Central Nebraska? Rapid Fence has your back. They pride themselves on quality, specializing in high tensile and barbed wire applications. They can also remove fence, clean up fence lines, and help with feedlot and corral fencing. If your fence suffered due to an unfortunate wildfire, go with Rapid Fence. Call 308-223-1320. That's 223-1320 for Rapid Fence. Or find them on Facebook by searching Rapid Fence.
Wherever you find WorkSmart, you'll find producers saving money. WorkSmart is the innovative line of credit from Farm Credit Services of America. Along with its competitive interest rates and farmer-friendly terms, WorkSmart delivers interest savings, cash-back dividends, and cash rewards, too. Add them all up, and the savings can be significant. Terms apply. Visit FCSAmerica.com and see how much you can save. Or call 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Your Vermeer equipment worked hard all hay season. Now it's time to power up and recharge for next year. Schedule your equipment for a machine inspection with Power Solutions, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2. Power Solutions wants to make sure your operation will be at full speed and strength for the upcoming hay season. While you're there, be sure to place your preseason order for Vermeer Net Wrap. Be sure to ask about the current financing and cashback offers available for a limited time on new equipment. Call Power Solutions at 872-5524 or visit powersolutionsbb.com.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Yes, I tell you what, Halloween right around the corner, and one of my favorite times of the year, and I'm still waiting for some cooler weather, but that's just me. We do have a really nice lineup of auctions taking place today, folks. We have a retirement sale for ProLine Lawn Care Retirement. This sale is in Iowa. All of the bidding done online. 123 items will sell. And if you are looking for late model John Deere riding zero-turn lawnmowers, if you're looking for Thunder Creek fuel trailers, several Caterpillar compact track loaders, different sizes and shapes. These are 2015, 16, and 17 model machines. There's an Argo Avenger amphibious ATV that is selling. The items located by Riverside, Iowa will start to close at 10 o'clock this morning. And they also have several vehicles, GMC flatbed trucks, Chevrolet Silverado, heavy-duty 3500 series 4x4 trucks with dump boxes on the back. They have a collector 1932 Ford Roadster, if you're into those types of things as well, selling several UTV side-by-sides. But the headliners, folks, of the sale are the 4 Caterpillar 926M wheel loaders, 2015 year model, 2019 and 2018 year model machines. The 2019 year model only has 770 hours on it. So if you need some machines for your city, your county, or if you need them for your township, if you need them for your feedlot, for your livestock feeding operation, these are Caterpillar 926M wheel loaders that are selling today on a retirement sale, and they are just like new. Now, if you don't want the Caterpillar brand, they've got some other ones here. They're the JCB 407T4 wheel loaders. There is 4 of these machines that are selling. They're 2021 and 22 year models, and they have low hours as well. Once again, JCB 407T4 wheel loaders, just the right handy size, folks. If you are in a construction company, landscaping business, if you're the county government, or if you're in a city and you want to clean some snow, they also have some big snow pushing blades that'll fit on these wheel loaders. They will fit on the Caterpillar skid steers and track steers as well. Then they have a whole host of dump trucks that are selling, from quad, tri, and triple, and quad axle dump trucks. So please check out the sale that's taking place today in Riverside, Iowa for ProLine Lawn Care That is today again. And then also today, folks, we've got some real estate selling. At 10 o'clock this morning, 319 acres of DeWitt County, Illinois land will sell in 4 different tracts. And at 11 o'clock, 157 acres of Pratt County, Kansas land will sell. And also at 11 o'clock, a really nice property in Pettis County, Missouri will sell. There's 104 acres right by Sedalia. Also, we'll talk about some land here on Halloween Day. Thursday, October 31st, 396 acres of Reno County, Kansas land will sell in 2 different tracts at 11 o'clock in the morning. So if you're looking for land, folks, check those out. November the 7th, we've got some more land selling. 160 acres of Merritt County, Nebraska, pivot irrigated and dry cropland will sell. November the 7th, also 776 acres of Barton and Russell County, Kansas land will sell for the Donald Morgenstern Estate. That'll be sold in 5 different tracts. And then on November the 14th, folks, 2,835 acres of Gove County, Kansas land will sell in 4 tracts for the Mendenhall brothers. If you're looking for some real estate, folks, we've got a nice selection of land selling throughout the Midwest, several states, here on Big Iron and Sullivan Auctioneers. Now, tomorrow, folks, on our regular Wednesday sale, big sale, folks, over 1,000 items selling, including items from Bates Trucking, Inc. They've got some T800 Kenworth trucks that'll sell. The Cheyenne County Road and Bridge Department in Arapahoe, Colorado, will sell 3 Caterpillar 140 all-wheel drive motor graders with rippers. These are 2020-year models, and they have about 2,000 hours on them. They have rippers. They are unbelievable, folks. So once again, if there's a county or a township or a city or a construction company that needs Caterpillar 140 all-wheel drive motor graders, 2020-year models are selling tomorrow on BigIron.com, and they come from the Cheyenne County Road and Bridge Department in Arapahoe, Colorado, the best of maintenance, best of care, and they'll sell tomorrow. They also have a Chevrolet Tahoe SUV. It's a 2020-year model that will sell, and they have 2 of these John Deere CX-15 rotary mowers selling for this particular seller. If you are in the market, folks, for quality ag equipment, construction equipment, there's combines, there's trucks, there's grain trailers, flatbed trailers, livestock feeding equipment, round balers, you name it, it's going to sell on the big sale here tomorrow on BigIron.com. And as always, we have always published the owner's name and their phone number. So if you have questions, you can sure give them a call. Now, we do want to talk about our November the 11th Sullivan Collector Car Sale at 9 o'clock in the morning. Vehicles are mostly located at the seller's location, but we've got to mention another rare find in the country, folks, is a 1969 Ford Boss 429. That is a 2-owner car. It's located in Nickerson, Nebraska. It's going to sell on November the 11th from Robert Milliken. This particular car's got 26,140 miles. It's got the 550 horsepower Pro Stock factory Ford motor. It is the real deal. Once again, these cars, they only made so many of these cars, and this one here is got the KK number. It's a 623rd Boss produced of that vintage, and it was sold new at Mainline Motors Ford dealership in Pennsylvania on June 19, 1969. So you wonderful car collectors, you need to check it out. It's beautiful black, and it's going to sell November the 11th along with a whole bunch of other classic and collector cars coming up on BigIron.com. Thank you guys and gals very much. We've got a football game in Lincoln, Nebraska on Saturday. We're inviting UCLA into Memorial Stadium, and we're inviting you, all of the listeners that have done business here with Big Iron as a bidder, a buyer, a seller, anybody that inquired about a piece of equipment for sale, somebody that's thinking about selling something, come to the Big Iron Tailgate. We are located on the west side of the stadium under the viaduct in lot number 7. If you Google lot 7 Huskers, it'll take you right to it. We're in the yellow tents, the yellow flags flying high above the sea of red. Come on over, and we'll give you something to drink and something to eat before the football game starts at 2:30. Thank you guys and gals very much for choosing Big Iron.
Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Barney Pharmacy in Broken Bow is hosting several flu shot clinics in the upcoming weeks. No appointment is necessary. Bring your insurance card if you have one. Clinics are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on each day. Today is the last flu shot clinic in October at Barney Pharmacy. If you can't make it today, November 4th, 5th, and 8th are the next scheduled dates. Flu shot clinics at Barney Pharmacy in Broken Bow, helping to keep everyone healthy.
At Echo Financial in Arnold, they believe that sometimes all you need is someone to help show you the way. It is certainly true with finances and insurance. Whether you're starting in your career or are preparing for the retirement of your dreams, Echo is there to listen, understand, and help guide your financial journey. She invites your questions and offers complimentary consultations for your retirement and legacy planning. Echo Financial offers asset management and financial planning with a heartbeat. Visit echofinancialllc.com or call 308-848-2244 to book your appointment today. Advisory services are offered through Echo Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Nebraska. Insurance products and services are offered through Echo Financial and Echo Pelster Insurance LLC affiliated companies. Simply put, AgriBest Feeds in Callaway has the ranching supplies you need and are looking for. Like Sweet Pro Tubs with probiotin that helps cattle perform better while consuming up to 25% less forage. They also have Redmond Mineral Salt, AeroQuip chutes, and portable tub alley systems, plus vet supplies, pet and poultry feed, and dry shod boots. Sometimes the ATV or UTV is the way you want to go. They have drive-through gates ideal for the farm, ranch, hunting, lease, and more. For fencing, barbed wire, posts, and more, visit AgriBest Feeds behind the Community Center in Callaway.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave. Brent's still here. We've been having we've been having a conversation off the air. I've been trying to talk Brent into accepting a gift from Joan and I, a little tabby cat that we'd like to give him for, I guess, just because he has grandkids and things that would really enjoy it. But so far, Brent has resisted as my neighbor, co-host, good friend, and father and son all in one. But
father and son.
Did I say father and son?
Yeah.
Wow, that's getting way out there. Brother and son all in one.
Yeah,
my
there
apologies.
you go.
We was talking about your dad, Jim.
Yes.
Who someday I hope to be able to call Dad. But so far I haven't been able to. He's not quite there yet. So, enough of that.
My mom loves you, though.
Oh, man, I love her,
Every
too.
time I call Mom for, how's Dave? Dave's fine. I'm doing good, too.
Not ever house brand.
Well, I'm trying to think well, maybe you guys have an idea. Kyle is here from the hospital, the clinic, the Melham Medical
Center.
Umbrella. Yes.
Yep,
And
yep.
Susan is here. Susan, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Well, before we get into the hospital part, I'm trying to think what to get Mom, Peg, for Christmas. I'd like to send her a Christmas present. What do you think? Any ideas? I've sent her flowers and pearls. I don't know if candy would be a good thing to ship. I was thinking about getting her a certificate for a dress shop down there in Arkansas.
Have you tried cats? Giving her a kitten.
Oh, from what Red's told me, Jim would not be happy about that.
They transport.
Yeah.
You did that, you'd be even further away from getting my dad to allow you to call him Dad. I guarantee you that.
Well, we'll leave that aside. And Brent, just think about it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely, Dave.
Nothing like watching the grandchildren pat a cat and listen to that cat, make that noise of, I'm so happy, that purr.
Mm.
The kids are kind of purring too. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm.
It really is, Dave. And just to add on to that, I don't know if you're aware, maybe Brent's already aware as well, is, July 10th at least this year, I don't know if it rotates, is National Kitten Day. And it's never too late. You know, we're coming up on, it'll be November 10th soon.
Yeah.
And so I just want to throw it out there because there's, somewhere someone might have a kitten that needs a good home.
Yeah. Otherwise, there'll be pictures of it looking really sad, no place to go.
He won't be purring.
No. It'll be shivering. Tears coming out of its eyes.
So wonderful to have you guys here today.
We're always happy to help.
Thanks.
That's what we do is for a living. We help.
We help people. That's our profession.
That's right. Whatever it takes at Melham.
And as we mentioned,
comforting souls.
As we mentioned to Brent, we are working on getting psychiatry, so that will help. We can get you in after you have a cat.
Please let me know. And you just book an appointment for me right now, if you would, please. But you better book it for like at least a couple of hours. All right.
That's kind of like a deep cleaning the first time.
Yes.
All
right. We better get to business here.
Oh, man.
Kyle, welcome.
Well, yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it. I brought, like I say, every month. It was a little bit tough this month because last month I was on twice, and so I had a little bit of withdrawal, so it's good to be back. But I have Susan here, and she, oversees our specialty clinic and is here to talk and answer any really hard questions that anybody has, but also talk about all the services of the specialty clinic.
All right. I don't know if, Susan, you see a lot of people every day up there because of all the services that are offered. Specialty services that they would have to drive for. They don't have to. They can come right up to the hospital here.
Exactly.
And I'm sure...
top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Lots of good people coming in. Tell us about services available and what you want to cover this morning.
We have 13 different specialties who come in and across the state, and they're very, very just top notch.
Yeah.
Excellent providers.
So let's run through. We don't have a specialty for Brent's problem, but we have, let's see, heart. Let's start there.
Yep. We have Brian Hart comes, Nebraska Heart, and then Great Plains Heart and Health, Dr. Daisuke from North Platte. Nebraska Heart is Dr. Frayling from Grand Island, and then Dr. Cookman and Dr. Baldwin's come from Brian Hart and Lincoln. They fly out.
Well, as you mentioned, top notch.
Top notch.
And Kyle, jump in here along the way if you would too, because to have those quality specialists for heart, just in this case, be able to come in on a regular basis is huge. But one of the things I marvel at is you have to have certain equipment there to facilitate their talents, right? They also bring things with them, and you can send things back and forth digitally now. All of that fits together really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, and it's quite a statement about all of those folks as physicians and providers, because their willingness to come, to rural America, rural Nebraska, excuse me, and provide these services. And they're the exact same services that you can get in the larger city, larger institutions. So we're very fortunate to have them, to have that skill set coming here. It's not everybody that has this kind of skill set coming to their organization. So every time that they come, we're very thankful, and we get to keep our patients here.
Even down to an annual heart check. It's nice to be able, if you're a little older, it's nice to be able to not have to drive somewhere, have someone drive you. Maybe you get driven up to the hospital, or maybe you drive yourself, but for just an annual heart check, don't have to go anywhere but right here in Custer County. Yeah. So.
And we do tests right here, echoes, Dopplers. We do the nuclear med stress tests, regular stress testing as well. So that'll give them, really good information as well as EKGs.
Okay. All right. Well, tell us about some other specialists that come in that maybe people don't know about.
Well, we have a surgeon as well. Dr. Sipe comes, and he has a nurse practitioner who comes with him as well. He comes every week, and he's phenomenal. We have added an extra day for surgery in the month of November as well.
That's good
so
news.
We're able to because we're really booked, especially coming towards the end of the year. A lot of people are looking at their deductibles being met, and I need to have, colonoscopy and a procedure done.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the fourth quarter is a busy time, isn't it?
We love it.
Yeah. What all surgeries are we talking about here?
What Dr. Sipe does.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he does like colons, EGDs, excisions. He does lap choles, like gallbladder, hernia repairs. He does quite a few of those. Biopsies. He'll like infusoports. He'll place those as well.
Very important.
Yes.
And you have that service at the hospital to go along with that. Okay.
And Dave, it reminds me, because I think it's been almost probably a year since we talked about colonoscopies. And so I just want to make sure, that everybody's taken care of, because it's been a while. Dr. Sipe does that, and so we're happy to have you come on up.
Kyle, I've been thinking about it. A lot.
Yeah. Well, and it is, it's Breast Cancer Month as well. And so, we're encouraged to get our mammograms, on a yearly basis. And, he looks at those. He does lumpectomies and,
all right there.
Yes.
Plus, top of the line for the mammograms. You have the top of the line digital machinery, right? Yeah.
Yep, we have 3D mammography and a really, really good team up there that can perform those, and they're always working on the patient experience, trying to make sure that we improve that. It's never a fantastic time for any woman to go in, and actually occasionally there's men that have to have mammograms as well, and so making that as comfortable as possible is always the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard part of those kinds of tests, whether it be for the breast cancer or something serious like that, is the results. When do we get the results? How long will it be before we know and get back and talk to the doctor? And I guess the question there is, I'm sure it's different for each different service, but is it pretty speedy?
Usually within a week.
Okay.
But it depends. Every case is a little bit different.
Sure. Yeah, you wouldn't want to bracket those. But,
No.
Okay. All right. I know that, excuse me, and you have others there, but I know you do a lot with knees.
Dr. Sextro.
Yeah, Dr. Sextro is a busy guy.
Very busy. Matter of fact, last Thursday we did 2 total joints, 2 total knees. And then he does pardon?
In one
day.
Yeah.
Yes, and he is absolutely top notch.
Yeah.
Excellent. We have a lot of the reps that come in, and they tell us all the time he is the best, one of the best in the state, is Dr. Sextro.
And he's here how many times a month?
He's here every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday.
And then Jason Haydenfeld is his physician's assistant, and he's got 20 plus years of experience, and he is exceptional.
He's very good.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice man.
Yeah. Very. I mean, they both are very good.
Okay. I'm sure I'm missing some things. What else is offered?
We've got our pain clinic. We just started that. Dr. McKeag, he comes once a month typically, but we have added another day in November because we're getting very busy. And he's starting to do epidural steroid injections, and we're adding to that lineup as well. Pain stimulators, other procedures.
Okay.
Yeah, we really like him. He's a nice man.
Well, I think, Susan, let's be real. That there's a lot of friendly people in your department.
Yes.
So it's probably likely that everybody's going to enjoy working together, and I know you guys do.
We do.
Yeah.
We've got an excellent team in there. We've worked together a lot of years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got some veterans in there.
Yeah. And I've worked at the hospital 26 years. I know Kim Oatman has been in there 42 years. Tara's been in there a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, longer than me. And then Val's been in there quite a while, and Kay's been there, and of course Amy. So
lots of experience to go along with those great doctors you're talking about.
Yeah. And we're if one doesn't know something, we ask the other, and
It's really a like Susan said, it's a great team, and so it's very beneficial for patients to come in, and more than likely everybody or somebody in there at the very minimum knows them as a patient and some of the challenges that they've been having. So it's there's just something to be said about coming to your small town hospital and being taken care of by your friends and neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's also nice when you have to have a procedure. You're usually not in the hospital very long or at all, depending on what it is, to be able to be a few blocks away from the hospital and to be able to go home. And I know that is kind of the trend these days, is you don't stay in a hospital very long. And I know, Kyle, you talked about that recently at the economic development meeting about your regiment that you have nowadays is we want people to really be comfortable at the hospital, but we want to get them home as soon as we can too. So this all fits together, doesn't it?
It sure does. And getting folks, whether they come in through the ER or post surgery and they're admitted, having those folks take care of them, it is always the goal to get you home as quick as we can. Not because we don't like you, but because that's always where you recover best is in your hometown or in your own home. So we do everything that we can to take care of them and get them better while they're with us and be able to send them home so they can finish their healing process. And we have an opportunity, or we have the opportunity. We go around and talk with all of our inpatients, just as a side note to all of this, and it's really very heartwarming to hear. We ask them every day about how is the care, how are we doing for you, and it's just been the reception to that has just been extraordinary. They're so grateful for the care that they've received. Most of the time they know their nurse, or even if they're passing through town and they know that that nurse has been taking care of them and the entire team. So it's really neat to see, whether it's the specialty clinic or the acute side, the ER side, across the entire organization. Everybody's working really hard to make sure the patients are well cared for.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about that. You did, you don't think survey is the right word, but you did reach out to the community for a very intense period of time and looking for what people's concerns were, what they would like to see, what the hospital is going to do for them, and so forth. And you've accumulated all that data now, and that, I think maybe that's kind of a result of some of that.
Yes, yep, it definitely is. And one of the pieces that we're really focused on this year is what's called our HCAHPS scores, and essentially that's our patient satisfaction scores. We heard that within our survey, and we heard a variety of different things. So we're tackling them. I think there was over 1,400 lines of comments that we received from our strategic planning process, and so it's a lot of really, really good feedback, and we're taking it all into and making sure that we can go through and improve every area that we possibly can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are there other services, Susan, that we haven't even talked about yet?
We have quite a few. There's 13, like I said, 13 different specialists who come in. We've got pulmonary, Dr. Stritt. He is one of the only ones who would require a referral from their provider.
Okay.
And then the rest of our providers, they can call us or the doctor's office directly and schedule an appointment for some of them. But we have neurosurgery. Dr. Tomes comes from Lincoln, and he's very well known in the area as well. Podiatry, we have 2 different podiatrists who come, and then Carl Bollers is with Dr. Blackburn. Dr. Wilson is the other one, and they come every other Wednesday. They're opposite each other. And then Carl Vollers comes the fourth Monday, I believe, and he does wound care as well, along with podiatry.
Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty busy. OBGYN, we do a lot of different procedures with him as well.
Thinking Dr. Conley comes up.
Dr. Conley comes. He comes
eyes and
ear, nose, and throat.
Yeah.
And if you have some like a skin lesion on your face, or something like a skin cancer, he can remove that. Tubes, adenoids, tonsils, a lot of thyroid, parathyroid. He sees a lot of different patients. Hoarseness.
I think it's very likely that he saves a lot of marriages. Because
the hearing.
Well, that and snoring.
Yeah.
If your nose is been broke a couple of times, and you can't breathe, you're going to snore, and that could relieve tension at home if that snoring can be relieved. That's huge.
It is. And you're not talking from experience, are you, Dave?
Well, no. I'd rather not answer that question. So, gosh, there's so many services, so many specialists. I don't know if we can name them all, but
oncology, Dr. Hartle comes, and Kate Phillips. They come once a month.
Very important.
Yes. Nephrology, Dr. Islam comes. This specializes in the kidneys. And, when patients are on dialysis, he comes and sees them every month. And urology, Dr. Pullman is here twice a month. Orthopedics, we talked about Dr. Sextro and Jason. I think we hit most
Did we cover
of them.
most
I think
of them?
we covered most of them, yes.
And if we didn't, just please ask if an ailment comes up and you can take care of it at home, why not do it, right?
Right here, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's been a lot of folks that we've heard of that have left the community for services, and if you're not sure if we offer that up at Melham, I'd encourage you just call, and we can help walk you through that, and if we offer that, we'll be sure to get you scheduled or get you in.
And some of the things you mentioned dovetail with the infusion service that you offer as well. It's very important that you have that. And that's a very busy department too, isn't it?
It is. It's a very busy department, and we have folks actually coming from out of town as well to receive the infusion services. And of course, if anybody's on infusion or seeing our nurses in the infusion department, it has recently relocated just down the hall. So, but I'm pretty sure everybody may know that by now. But yeah, a fantastic service line. Absolutely.
Yeah. Pharmacy department is fantastic. And I think people don't sometimes realize what the pharmacist at the hospital kind of go through, because you have to know what the people are already taking for drugs and match all of that up. There's a lot more to it than just you take this, we'll just give you this. It's much more complicated than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The pharmacists, I tell you what, they are sharp individuals, and we're very fortunate to have Stephanie Witovic as our pharmacy manager, and she's got a great team of pharmacy techs with her. And just like you said, it's not very cut and dry. They're looking at all the orders and making sure that there's nothing interacting, and so it's pretty darn impressive to watch them in action.
Yeah. Plus, you might just have Stephanie drop by to see him. When Joan was in there, she just stopped by to say hi and see how things were doing, kind of what you're talking about, Kyle. You got different departments that kind of want to know how somebody's doing if they've been a part of their care.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, it's we're making sure that we are taking care of the patient, the whole patient, and not just for the X-ray or not just for the specific drug. We got to make sure that we're taking care of everybody.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know how Stephanie does it, but she also plays college volleyball.
That's what you've said.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
And what team was she on? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Oh, they played Nebraska. She was on the opposite team.
Yeah. Well, I was just at the Nebraska game, Dave, and against Michigan. And I'm wondering if she didn't enter the portal and now she's on Nebraska. I'm pretty sure we saw her there, so we can throw that around town for a while.
Okay. Sounds good. I like that. All right, Susan, it's good to see you.
Yes.
We go back a ways. I think we first met when we were. I don't know if you've told Kyle the story, but we met through the bucket calf promotion.
Calf,
we had.
yeah. My daughter. Yep. She was taking care of bucket calf out here.
Yeah.
And I had knee scope.
You
shortly,
did?
yes. And I was trying to help Ashley break her calf.
That's right. When you would come to the kitchen and mix up a batch of milk. Yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah.
So
that's been a few years ago.
That's what animals can do to your life.
Yes.
Having an animal
Here we go.
in your life can make memories, and very wonderful memories that you can have when you have a pet, especially a little kitten.
Yeah.
They're so nice, aren't they?
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Have that little purr next to you. It's very
They cuddle.
cute.
Boy, it's a shame we're out of time. I see that it's about news time. I do have just one quick question. This is just a curious question. You mentioned your staff a little bit earlier. Do they kind of link up to specific specialists to where they are kind of their nurse when the specialists show up, or everybody?
We do have different specialties that we like better than others, and so but for the most part, we all know. How everybody, all the different providers, what they want, we try to provide that for them. So, yeah.
Maybe a quick follow-up question there, too, was if people are listening and say, hey, I need this service, or my doctor's told me I need this service, how do they go through the doctor? Do they come to see you?
They can call us.
You can come directly to you, except for the
one. That's Dr. Stritt.
Okay.
And he needs to have a referral. Everybody else, they can call us, and if they need to call and schedule an appointment with like Dr. Adam, they need to call his office to schedule an appointment. Dr. Blackburn, Dr. Wilson, Carl, that also call their office, and Dr. McCaig as well.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Kyle Kellum heads up the hospital here in Broken Bow. Jenny Melham, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Susan, it's always good to see you.
Thank you.
Brent, I'm proud to work with you as a fellow animal lover.
Yeah. Pleasure's all mine, Dave.
All right. So, did we cover everything? I don't want to leave anything out.
Yeah, I think so. Susan did a great job. I would just say one more thing as we're coming around. We have a couple of really important dates coming up.
Okay.
One, of course, is election time, and so from the hospital perspective, we're always looking at what candidates are in favor of healthcare per se, right?
You bet.
So what's going to be beneficial for the healthcare sector in Nebraska, and then as it relates to open enrollment, speaking of healthcare, with Medicare Advantage and Medicare. So, we're trying to do our best to make sure that everybody has that information, and I would just ask that everyone do their due diligence and make sure that you're a really informed consumer before you pick which one you're signing up for, because it does matter.
It does matter.
It does matter.
You're right, Kyle. It really does. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Hopefully, next time you guys come back, Brent will have been a changed man and maybe even having 2 little kittens at this place.
He might have it here in the room here.
Might have it here on the breakfast show.
On the breakfast show.
That would be cool.
If you could see Brent's reaction, it's...
Oh, I know.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A week until the election and fallout continues for the Trump campaign after a comedian's remarks at the former president's mega rally in New York disparaging Puerto Rico. CBS's Libby Cathy.
There is concern in the Trump camp that this could harm them with those all-important battleground state voters where every vote counts now.
Kamala Harris delivers an address on the Ellipse in Washington tonight. Trump ally Steve Bannon has been released from prison in Connecticut. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
He served a 4-month sentence for defying a subpoena in the House investigation into the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
The head of the International Organization for Migration, Amy Pope, vowing to pick up where the UN's Palestinian Refugee Agency leaves off after Israel blocked the group from operating inside Gaza.
We in the international humanitarian community, with others, are providing humanitarian assistance, do stand ready to provide more to those who are in need.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 3 of the World Series, the Dodgers defeat the Yankees in the Bronx 4-2. LA's Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. He's homered in each game of the World Series so far. Mookie Betts and Kike Hernandez also had RBI. LA starter Walker Buehler went 5 shutout innings, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts in the win. New York starter Clark Schmidt, 2 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 3 runs, 4 walks in the loss. LA star Shohei Ohtani did play despite the shoulder injury. He was 0 for 3 with a walk hit by a pitch. He did have a run scored. LA leads the series 3-0. No team in the history of the World Series has ever come back down 3-0 to win the World Series. Week 8 of the NFL came to a close with Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers beat the Giants 26-18. Pittsburgh wide receiver Calvin Austin III hit a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown and a 29-yard touchdown catch. Pittsburgh's 5-2 on the season. They've won 22 straight Monday Night Football home games. The Giants fall to 2-6.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 71. Northeast winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies. Tonight, lows dip down to about 38. Overcast skies. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. High temperatures reach up to 49. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently 46 degrees under a cloudy sky. Winds out of the northwest 5 to 10. Barometric pressures at 29.63 and rising. Humidity at 64%. 0.10 precipitation measured all of this month of October. Yesterday's high was 77 with an overnight low of 37. Sunset today at 6:38. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:08. That's a look at weather and news on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And our next guest coming in, Off-Broadway Assisted Living will be in. And we'll get them in here in just a little bit. Brand new music right now from Sting. Sting, that's brand new, called Wrote Your Name Upon My Heart. I like that. That's a very warm and fuzzy sound, much like a kitten. Brent, how are you doing over there?
Doing great, Dave. Great to be with you today.
Would you take over I have some work over here to do. I'd like you to talk to these wonderful ladies from Off-Broadway Assisted Living. Would you do that for me, bro?
Well, sure.
And I'll jump in just a moment.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Hi, ladies. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Introduce yourselves to our listening audience.
Well, I am Felicia. I've been here, as you know, and this is Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hello.
Good to see you both.
So Julie is our activities director, and she's also now starting to help me with some marketing.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. So, Julie, what are some of the activities that are coming up at Off-Broadway?
November 8th, we have a senior living workshop. There's going to be 4 speakers. One is what is a senior housing and when may you need it? Joni Sturrock is going to speak. And then the other one is essential strategies for long-term care and estate planning. And Sarah Gaida is going to be speaking. And then what benefits you could get from Off-Broadway, Paul Seck will be speaking. And then Mo Huntsberger will be there to help you understand the value of your home.
Yeah. Okay. And when you do things like this isn't just for the residents of Off-Broadway, right? I mean, this is for seniors in general, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, or any public.
Any public,
yeah.
Okay.
It's at 1 p.m. at the Vets building.
Okay.
On November 8th.
On November 8th. All right,
Yeah.
so circle it on your calendar.
Yeah, you know how confusing it gets when you get older. This should help with some questions you might have about where you're going to go, your next step, or how you can protect your investments.
And I know, Felicia, in visiting with you in the past, when you've come in here to talk about Off-Broadway, these are things that I know Off-Broadway likes to do to, well, as Julie mentioned, inform everybody on what's going on.
Right. Yeah, we definitely are trying to get people to understand and feel more comfortable about the process and to know that we're here for you. There's plenty of people here to guide you in this direction.
Because when you get to that stage in your life where you think, hey, you know what, maybe Off-Broadway is for me, assisted living might be for me, it is a difficult decision sometimes to make, and to know if you're ready to make that move or not, and that's where you guys come in, right?
Yes, and I think it's really important to, even if you're not quite that old, if you have parents or grandparents, I think it's a great opportunity to show up on November 8th and just kind of get the feel for it, to know what to expect when you're older, and to maybe help, your grandparents or your parents.
Yeah. What are some other things that you guys wanted to talk about here this morning?
Off-Broadway is going to hand out candy on Halloween night at 6 p.m., and the residents really love it when people come. So if anybody could come, that would be great for them. At 6 p.m., we're going to start handing out candy, so everybody's welcome to come.
All right. So dress up in your costume and come and have a good time.
The residents love seeing the kids in their costumes.
Now, do some of the residents dress up for Halloween?
A couple of times, yes, they do.
Have they?
Maybe not dress up so much, but they like to wear their Halloween attire and their Halloween socks, and yeah.
Now, what about the staff? Do you guys dress up for Halloween?
Yes, we have dressed up. I'm not sure if we're all going to be dressing up, but some of us definitely plan on it.
How does that work when folks come in? They just go from suite to suite?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have, I believe, all the residents kind of sitting in chairs, of course, in a circle when you walk in through the doors, so they don't have to run up and down the halls. They can come in and go around in the circle and fill up their bags and let the residents just enjoy, seeing all the different kinds of costumes and all the faces.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And that'll start at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock,
on Halloween?
yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What are some other things?
In November, we're going to have a housewarming party for our new residents on November 23rd and that's open to the public too. You can come and visit with them, and if you'd like to take a tour to see where it is they're living, there's several of them that we've gotten lately that are very anxious to show people where they live.
Sure.
So we're going to have a housewarming party for them.
That's nice. How many, let's just go within the past year, how many new residents have you had, Felicia, roughly? Say in the past year, has it been a lot have come in?
I would probably say roughly 12 to 14. Yeah. And in the last 2 months, I think we've had about 6, and we have about 6 more that are getting ready to show up. And that's something I really wanted to talk about today is that, we do have another 2-bedroom available. That's not going to last very long. And we're almost out of our studios. So definitely, if that's a room you are wanting to look at, there's only a couple left. So, and those are going pretty quick. And we do have some 1-bedrooms available, and we are still doing the $99 special move-in. And so that is a great opportunity. If everybody wants to come and take a tour, just either show up or call at 308-872-2522 and ask for either Felicia or Julie. And we would love to show you around and, maybe get moved in before the winter hits and, you're not having to worry about scooping snow because we have a lovely gentleman that work there that will take care of that for us.
Yeah, that's a biggie when it gets cold out, slick surfaces, having to scoop. That's really a factor and one you can avoid if you get in before the snow flies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we also have, I don't know if you guys have driven by, but our solarium is gone.
No, didn't notice that.
Yeah, we've started the process of, adding on. And so we're really excited about that being finished when it is. So it's been really fun to see it get tore down. I can't wait to see everything come together, and we have the new activities room and the new private dining room and the exercise room. So these are things that I would hope people are willing to come and take a look at, especially when it's finished, of course.
Yes. But it's in motion now, which it was kind of stalled for a while. So.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. That's great. That'll be, Julie, for you, that's got to be exciting as far as activities go.
Yes. There's a lot that the residents would like to do, like decorating or icing cakes, maybe making the dessert for lunch, or even in the private dining room, we could cook the food for them, and they can have a little private meal there, and especially the exercise room, they're looking forward to that.
Yeah, because we have one new step right now, and I can't wait to get more because sometimes, people are waiting on somebody else. So we're really excited about that.
That's great news.
Yeah.
I know you're excited.
I am excited.
I can tell.
Well, all kinds of exciting things happening at Off-Broadway. We've touched on a bunch of different topics. Were there others that you wanted to make sure our listeners knew about? Here this morning? Or?
We were going to announce our staff member of the month was Dillinger. And then our resident of the month was Bev Williams.
Oh, nice. We know Bev very well. What a wonderful lady.
She is just, she's such a joy.
Yes.
She is. We are so happy that she finally decided to take the step. And she always told me, I'm a great salesman, because she said it only took her one night to decide.
Well, she is. If she likes it, yes, get ready. She's going to tell everybody about it, and evidently she loves it. So
she is a joy. She just loves her room. She loves the people. She loves the activities, and she's just great. And I know she has a lot of friends, and we're really excited to see her just flourish, especially with the expansion that's coming and being able to have more people come in and stuff. So yeah.
And you'll learn a lot more about sports.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes. Let's see if people have questions on anything we've talked about. Just give you a call.
Yes.
Best thing to do.
Yep. Give us a call, or you can stop in. I know that we are going through a lot of changes right now. I don't know if you guys know, but I am the new administrator at Off-Broadway.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That is fantastic.
I'm excited. It's a big step, but it was definitely worth it, and it's going well, and I'm really excited about, the future, and everything's going well. I'm really excited.
Good. You have the right tools for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to do a great job.
Thank you.
And I think, Julie, with the list of activities you have there, they're enjoying what you do too. So.
Oh, yes, very much. So in November, we'll have 4 public events, and we will have that on our Facebook page, and I'm setting up Instagram, and then we will also be advertising it with the chamber. The end of the month, we're going to make a Grinch set us off for December for Christmas. Remember, there's only 4 more paychecks till Christmas. So.
Oh, Julie.
She keeps doing that to me.
But it is true.
It is true.
I wish I only had 4 more bills coming in the mail before Christmas. That would help.
That would help a lot.
Yeah, those always keep coming.
Gosh, you guys, this is all good news. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very, very well deserved. Julie, it sounds like you're doing a great job. And the marketing side of it, I can tell you know what you're doing there. So that's got to be a plus.
She's a great asset. We have wonderful employees, and I'm really appreciative of them. And we're all fighting through all the hard times we've been through, and things are just looking up. So we're really excited, and we really hope that, if you are a loved one, needs some extra love and care, to come join us at Off-Broadway and become our family.
Well, that's a great invitation.
Yeah, well said.
Can't do better than that. Thank you so much. Good to see you guys.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
All right, here's Johnny Blue Skies by Mint Tea.
The quiet little place that rocks. Sylvester's, East Highway 2.
Thank you very much. Jody Sargent down in the warmer climate.
Hey, I remember Jody.
Yep. Says Bev Williams is a treasure. Thanks to all who support seniors in Custer County. Thank you, Jody.
Yeah, well said.
CarQuest in Broken Bow looking for an employee to help at the counter. Computer skills and knowledge in the auto industry is necessary, and you must have a valid Nebraska driver's license. Stop in and talk to Lewis if you're interested. CarQuest, Highway 2, Broken Bow, and check out Sandhills Express employment page for the information and the job listing. And that's all the information that I have to pass along as far as live reads go.
Yeah, I think all the business has been taken care of.
I think so. I really do. I'm so happy that we're feeling good about one another.
What is that, your stomach?
No, it's
what is that?
It's the purr of a cat.
Okay.
Oh. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh. Come in. Come on in. This is Brent and Shelley's garage. Oh, you're happy about that. Over there's the litter box. Please
over there is Dave's house. Why don't you go over there?
Please use the box. Isn't that a nice sound?
Not really, no.
Oh, I love it.